Out of nowhere, I hear a knock at the window. Do. And mind you, I'm faded. Like, at this point, I'm blacked out because I was like deep into my sleep. Tell me why I look at the car and it's a Mexican man fixing the tire, switching the tire. He knocked on the window. My drunk ass got out the car without saying anything to Buddy, went into his car and on his passenger side, opened the door, got in the car, and then knocked the fuck out. Hey y'all, it's your girl, it's Maxie D. Back again with another video. I hope y'all are doing great, because I'm doing great and bliss as always. And yeah, I feel like I just did my intro wrong, but that's okay. Today I'm back again with another story time video. I'm not gonna hold you. I had a long week. In about 1 week, graduate from nail tech school, so that's a big accomplishment. I'm just ready to finish that, and today is Sunday, 1 more week to go, and I feel like pre-gaming. I feel like drinking up today. So I got my wine here. Y'all know I be on that Taylor port, okay? And I got my wine glass because I'm finna sip with y'all and come to y'all with a story time. Today's story time is finna be about how I got blackout drunk, y'all. I blacked out, y'all. And I ended up in the most dangerous situation that I've ever been in. And I thought I'd come and share that with y'all. So please don't judge me, because I know y'all be quick to judge. But yeah, I'm still gonna tell y'all the story time anyway. So if you're interested to hear what the fuck happened after I blacked out, continue to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow my Instagram page, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so let me start off by saying this was back when I used to be a dancer. Of course, I feel like all my crazy stories happened when I used to dance. Like, that's crazy. But anyways, this particular day, I used to travel down south to go and work the clubs or whatever, because my city wasn't doing nothing over here. So I had to, you know, expand or whatever. It happened about 2 years ago, I want to say. Was it a year ago? It was between 1 and 2 years ago that this took place. I ended up going to one of the clubs, right? And around this time, my car had messed up. My car was not able to be drivable, and my ex, my boyfriend at the time, let me take his car or whatever, right? So he loans me the car. He's like, you could take the car to work, and we just gonna have to thug it out until your shit get fixed or whatever. So this particular night, I go to the club, y'all, and bro, the only way, like, when I used to dance, I used to have to get really, not really fucked up, but I was known for being like the drinker. Like, I'm talking about, I used to drink real heavy when I used to dance. Like, 1 bottle of Hennessy, I could finish that on my own. Like, that's just what it was at the time. Very toxic, just a very toxic environment or whatever. Give myself that pep talk that, okay, I'm not finna get too drunk. I'm not finna drink too much. I'm not finna mix my drinks. I'm gonna stick to 1 drink. And my drink, my go-to is usually Hennessy. Hennessy, I know how I operate off of it. I know I don't know, like, Hennessy is just real smooth for me. So I don't know why. Actually, let me stop lying. I know why. I was finna say, I don't know why I started mixing my drinks, but I know why. It's because I was making money. And I don't know if there's any fellow dancers that's watching this page, but you know, like, when you making money and like the energy in the air is just very good, and it's like you feel free and you feel happy, and it's like, bitch, if someone wants to buy me a drink, I'm finna take that drink. If I want to buy a drink, I'm finna, like, you're not really thinking of the repercussions, because it's like a high or whatever. So this night I ended up getting fucked up, y'all. I ended up getting fucked up. And it's like, at the time, I didn't know, I didn't realize how fucked up I was. But anyway, to fast forward, it's the end of the night. I made my money, cool, and I get in the car. And usually on my way home, I would either call my cousin, my best friend, or my nigga. Like, I always, like, when I'm lit, I talk. So I always like to have somebody on the phone for the ride home, because work was like a 45-minute drive from where my nigga was at the time. So I call him or whatever, and we on the phone. You know, I'm just rambling. He's just, you know, on the phone with me trying to make sure I get home safe. And out of nowhere, as I'm driving home, y'all, I'm driving a BMW, right? As I'm driving home, y'all, all I feel is the car going doo, doo, doo. And then it starts skirting on the road, right? This is on the highway. It starts sliding on the highway. And I look at his dashboard, and then I just see like a blinking light on the dashboard. And all this is happening while I'm drunk as hell. So I'm on the phone with him, and I'm like, babe, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but something just happened to the car. The dashboard is blinking. Like, the car is like, at this point the car is like shaking as I'm driving it, right? So I automatically get scared. I pull over to the side of the road, and then I get out the car. So I get out the car. I'm inspecting the vehicle. Mind you, at this point, it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I'm inspecting the vehicle, and one of the tires blew. So I don't know if I went over something or what, but all I know was that I was zooming on the highway, drunk as fuck, and I blew a tire. So I blow the tire. I tell him, like, one of the tires flat. I don't know what to do. What do I do? Like, I don't know how to change the tire. What do I do or whatever? So at the time, I'm still far as fuck away from him, but I was closer to his people, like to his parents. I was closer over there. So he was like, get back in the car. I'm gonna call my mom and my stepdad to come and help you. Just sit there. Like, I'm asking, can he come switch the tire for you? So at this point, I'm so embarrassed, y'all. I'm so embarrassed. I didn't want him to call his parents because, first of all, I'm leaving the club. They gonna be like, what? They didn't know I was dancing, right? No one knew except for my close people. So I'm embarrassed because, first of all, they gonna be like, why are you going home this late? Number one. Number two, I'm leaving the club. So I look like I'm leaving the club. Like, I just look like I was just out there sinning. That's what, like, the way I was dressed, I was just embarrassed because I feel like you don't dress like that in front of your niggas people. So I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? So I get back in the car, and I asked him, like, okay, so how long is it gonna be until they pull up? And he's like, they finna pull up in the next 10 minutes, just lock the doors, just chill, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So he gets off the phone with me to call them, and I'm on my phone, just sitting on the phone. So at this, I don't know if y'all ever been drunk, but when you're lit, it is, I don't know, like, it's like when you're tired, like, that shit just rushes over you. But I'm just on my phone. It was winter at the time, so I'm freezing in the car. No sheets in the car. I'm just freezing in the car. And I'm on my phone like, damn, like, I done fucked up this nigga's car. Like, I felt so bad, so bad. Finally, 10 minutes later, his mom and stepdad, they pull up. They come to the car, and the stepdad's trying to fix the tire. So I'm standing outside with him in the cold, like, dang, I'm so sorry I had to come. Like, I don't know what happened, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, it's okay. You're family now. You don't gotta feel bad. Like, this is what family do. So his mom looks at me, and she's like, I feel like she was sizing me. Like, what are you wearing in winter? Why are you wearing this outfit? So she was like, you're not cold? And I'm like, yeah, I'm cold, but it's okay. I'll be okay. You know, like, real timid, real. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I really, really hope that they didn't know I was drunk. Like, I don't know if I was slurring my words. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I really don't know. But she ended up giving me a blanket, and she was just like, oh, you could just go sit in the car. Like, we gonna try to fix this. Okay. So I go in the car, and I'm waiting there for a few minutes, and then finally his stepdad comes to the window, and he's like, so I'm not gonna be able to switch out the tire because, you know, BMWs, they have a different knob on the tire. So his stepdad didn't have that correct wrench that fits the tire. So he's like, just wait here. Your boyfriend's gonna come and get you, and then we'll deal with this another day, or we'll deal with this tomorrow, whatever. So I'm like, okay, thank you so much for trying. And then they leave. So, okay, this is the part where I say I end up in a dangerous situation. As if almost driving off the highway wasn't dangerous. It gets worse, y'all. So I get on the phone with my dude, and he's like, I'm on my way to you. Like, just sit tight. I'm coming to pick you up. So I'm like, okay. I have the blanket around me, and y'all know if you're drunk and you mix that in with a nice blanket and you mix that in with you being tired, you gonna fall asleep. That is where I fucked up. I fell asleep. So I'm laying in the car, and then I was on my phone at one point, and then I end up just laying there listening to music, and I fall asleep. Worst mistake. I fall asleep. So as I'm sleeping, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, my dude's gonna come and get me, right? So I'm like, okay, I could just go to sleep on the side of the highway. So I go to sleep, and out of nowhere, I hear a knock at the window. Do. And mind you, I'm faded. Like, at this point, I'm blacked out because I was like deep into my sleep. So when I woke up, I was awake. But I wasn't awake. Like, I was awake, and like I seen like blurred images. But like I was done for. So I hear a knock at the window, doom. And I look up, and I don't know why, y'all, but I don't know why I thought it was the tow people. Like, you know, like when you get a flat tire on the side of the road, and you call like the tow company to come and tow the car. I don't know why in the world did I think the person was a tow company. I have no idea. So the person knocks on the door, do. And I am so fucked up, y'all. I literally open the door. I walk out the door, and I remember exactly what I did. I open the door, I walk out the door. I go to the back of the door, and I see the car or whatever. It's not a tow car, it's just a regular car. But I didn't know it at the time. So I go, and then I open the passenger side of the other car, and I just get in the car, I lay there, and then I knock out, and I go to sleep, right? So I'm sleeping. I don't know how long I was sleeping, y'all. I don't know how long I was asleep. But out of nowhere, my phone started. And mind you, I grabbed all my stuff out the car, and I went into the car. So out of nowhere, my phone is just blowing up. So then I look at the phone. I finally wake up, and I look at the phone. At this point, I'm done. Like, I'm slurring my words and everything. So I answer the phone, and it's my dude. And my dude is like, babe, where are you? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, where am I? So then I don't know. It's like when he said, this is what he said. He said, where are you? I'm here. So then I wake up, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean you're here? So then I'm looking around, and then he's like, I just pulled up. You're not in the car. Where are you? Bro, y'all, tell me why when I get out the car, I open the door and I get out the car with my blanket and all my shit was in the car, but I didn't grab it. I have my blanket around me, and I get out the car, and I'm looking around. My nigga's over there, like he pulled up in somebody's car, and then I'm looking at his car right there. Tell me why I look at the car, and it's a Mexican man fixing the tire, switching the tire. So if y'all not understanding what's going on right now, I was so drunk that the dude knocked on my window, because I'm guessing like he seen me stranded, and like he was like, okay, I could help or whatever. He knocked on the window. My drunk ass got out the car without saying anything to Buddy, went into his car and on his passenger side, opened the door, got in the car, and then knocked the fuck out. like ridiculous. My dude was so mad, y'all. He was so mad, which he had every right to be, but he was so fucking mad. And then what's even more embarrassing about the whole situation is that when my dude pulled up, he went and started talking to the dude, and then because he seen him changing the tire, and like I guess he was just like, "What the who the fuck are you?" type shit. And the dude was like, "Oh, I seen her stranded or whatever. I seen the tire, so I was trying to switch the tire, but I couldn't get the the same problem. I couldn't get the knob off because I don't have the wrench for BMWs." And he was like, "Oh, thank you for trying to help her, blah blah blah." But like, obviously he on the defense. He was like, "Thank you for trying to help her." And the dude was like, this is what the embarrassing part. The dude was like, "Is she drunk?" And then he was like, "Yeah, she drunk, but thank you." But it's just the fact that, like, bro, if it was somebody else, like, you don't know what could have happened to me. I was so gone that I willingly got my happy ass up and went into the dude's car and knocked out. I literally could have woke up in another state. I could have woke up in another city. This dude could have been a sex trafficker, like a rapist, just someone crazy. I could have got, anything could have happened to me. And I feel like that was one of the most reckless, dangerous, like, bro, I be thinking, that's why, like, I don't really drink that heavy no more. Like, I still be drinking. Like, for example, now I'm drinking wine, but like, I don't be trying to like OD no more, because bro, that shit was wild. That shit was like, I'm so grateful that nothing happened. I'm grateful that, my nigga was there, like, he woke me up and all that. And I'm glad that, like, the dude, he wasn't no creep. He was genuinely trying to help me, because if it was a real creep, bro. But anyways, I'm not trying to I hope, like, y'all don't take this video as like, oh, I'm trying to promote drinking. I'm not trying to promote it. You enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, comment down any videos or story times that y'all might want to see, because I got stories for days. Follow my Instagram, you already know the vibes, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, period. Bye.